Hi my loves, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. It is so rainy today, okay? It is so rainy, but I like the rain. Sometimes it can put you like, in a really relaxing mood. Sometimes it can make you depressed, child. So it is what it is. But anywho, I just want to say thank you before I get into this video. I just want to say thank you, to the new subscribers that joined my channel. Thank you so much. I know that I've not been the most consistent. Yeah, I'm not the most consistent. I haven't been the most consistent, but I'm trying to. I'm really trying to. But let me just set my hair, child, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to. But anywho, this video is gonna update you guys on how I've been doing, saving and so on. I know some of you guys probably, watched the last video. Well, not really the last video, but the first video that I made of how I saved like $20,000 in about 8 months. Okay, so I decided that for the year I wanted to push myself, to see how much I could save, right? I'm not gonna say the exact amount because I don't want anybody to be targeting me, child, okay? Because you have some people that be targeting me, okay? All right, so the reason why I said that is because probably just coincidence, but I remember when I made the video, I started to get like a lot of calls, like, and it says like, scam alerts like on my phone and stuff like that. I have no idea how they got my number, but it says scam alert, like it comes up like a few times. Well, even last week I got one of those calls, so I don't know what they have, like a lot of scammers. The Jamaican just came out of me, child. Did you hear it? I hope you did. But anyway, they have like a lot of scammers and stuff like that out there, so you have to be really careful. They prey on you. You just never know, so just be very careful. But anyway, long story short, as I said, I wanted to push myself, to see like how much I could really save. So I just wanted to update you guys. Is basically I've been doing the same thing that I have been discussing basically in the other video, but I kind of up it a little bit, like more drastic. And I saved out of over 30,000, right? I'm not gonna say exactly how much over 30, but I would say, I'm not gonna give you guys an exact amount, but I would say it's over 34,000. Yeah, but yeah, so basically, as you guys know, that I've been cutting down on certain things that I used to do, certain designer things that I used to buy. And I'm not talking about lower end design, I'm talking about the designer house, designer, child, okay? So I cut down because I realized that I couldn't afford it those times, so I'm just kind of recapping like what I did for some of you guys that probably are just watching this video. I cut down, buying, and as I keep on saying, there's no reason for you to have $3,000 in your bank book and be buying a $2,000 bag. That is telling you right then and there that you can't afford it. Stop following the Jones. Stay in your own lane. If you want to be successful, you got to do you. You have to stop watching people. Yes, you can watch people to take like inspiration from them, to be like, okay, this person did it, so I can do it too. You understand? And if I can't probably do it as well as them, I can try to be at least on a similar level to them. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about improvement then. You understand? It's not about competing with anybody. It's about improvement and the betterment of yourself. That's what I strongly believe in. I'm not gonna follow somebody right now because I see them, buying, a Porsche, and I know that I can't afford it, so I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna jack up my credit because of that. No, you gotta think smarter. You understand? As a recap, as I said, I never used to be the kind of person like to really eat out. Sorry about that. To really eat out a lot. I would eat out, of course, but not like, like it has to be twice a week. No, because I cook. So I'm just saying this to say that if you're the kind of person that eats out a lot, try to start cooking. Get a cookbook or something. There are different recipes online. You understand what I'm saying? Just try to do the thing you damn self, because at the end of the day, people are not gonna care what you're wearing if you're living outside. People are not gonna be caring about the type of what's the word? People are not gonna be caring about the type of car you have if you're going around in a luxury car and you can't even buy gas, you understand what I'm saying? You can't even buy food. People are not going to care about that. At the end of the day, you can't live in a car. So you have to think about long term. I feel as if a person, whether you're renting at first, the goal is supposed to stop paying rent. Stop putting money in people's pocket. You have to creep before you walk, of course. But instead of getting the most luxurious car, try to see if you get a house. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't live in a car. Or if you get the car before the house, try to the house to be the next step, because to be paying those car notes and everything, it's not easy, especially if you're just in like a regular job. Like, it's not easy. So you have to be smart, with your money, and intellectually you have to really, do the math, like prioritize and so on. Okay. As I said before, that I would like, I love to go to the movies and stuff like that, but I would cut down and like watch things on Netflix and everything, because I pay for Netflix monthly. That is not bad, because like, how much is it a month? $9.99 and so on. What you could do also, you could sell things around you that you no longer need, because some things that are trash to you can be somebody else's value. They value it and so on. So you have to think in that sense. What else? Sometimes probably you have like TVs around you that if you like are a person that is into like technology, or you're into games and stuff like that, sometimes you have games around you that other people probably would want for a fraction of the price. And I know probably not going to get back the same amount, but everything adds up. So that's the reason you have to be careful of how you spend your money, because you're never going to get back the same amount for what you paid, and you're losing like hundreds of dollars, big bucks, for another person to benefit from it. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. So whether they're benefiting or not is none of your business. From that every little thing adds up. So what else would I do? I would like train my thoughts. I would train my thoughts, because any addiction, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened to this part. I don't know, nothing is wrong with it. I don't know why it's showing like that on camera. I don't know why it's showing like that. But anywho, probably you guys didn't even see it, and I just pointed out to you guys. It's whatever. But as I was saying that, what was I saying? I forgot completely. I forgot. Didn't that ever happen to you guys before? Like, I know it happened to probably some of you guys. Like, you lose completely what you were saying. Like, hello. But anywho, yeah, so basically what I would also do is to train my mind. As I said, addiction is not easy. It is not easy. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're bad. Sometimes you go back into the cycle again. You'll be like, oh my God, like, why? You're praying to God, please, like, deliver me. But you also have to help God, delivering yourself also. You have to try as hard as you can. And try to like those YouTube videos also, if you have like an addiction problem, like spending, because a lot of videos go around about like YouTube made me do this. And I mean, I can see the influence, because as I said before, YouTube influenced me. But then you have to have like a really strong mind frame to be like, okay, I don't know how those people are getting their money. They can be buying Louis Vuitton, they can be buying Chanel, they can be buying Louboutins, or they could be buying Hermes and everything. But how are they getting the money? Probably they're getting paid well from YouTube. Probably, who knows? They could be escorts. I'm just saying. That doesn't mean it's like that. They could probably have somebody wealthy in the family. They could be grinding really hard. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to know yourself to know what you want out of life, and just try not to be easily influenced by people that you see on the television, because society says you have to have that, you have to have this. Happiness doesn't come by material things. I can tell you that it doesn't come by material things, because I have as much as I can have around me, and that doesn't mean that I'm not happy. But it didn't make me happier than how I was last year. Understand? It probably made me a little bit more content, but not happier to say that, oh my gosh, like I feel like something changed. The rapture came. Really. You also have to remember that life is about timing, and everyone is at different stages in their life, at different lives at a different time. You understand what I'm saying? So not because you see a person is at this stage, at a certain point in their life that mean you got to be at that stage. No, slow and steady win the race. From you are saving, or from you're trying to build in some way towards the future, whether it's mentally, because everything starts up here, child. Everything starts up here. You have to be very strong headed and so on. Everything starts there. So whether it's mentally building yourself before you can, you know, financially get there, you gotta do something. It's all about timing. I also have to say that sometimes, you know, we live a certain lifestyle that kind of hold us back. That doesn't mean it wasn't our timing, but sometimes we live foolishly, and that is okay. That's a part of being human, but you have to elevate from that level of foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? To be able to progress. So it's not rocket science. I could save this amount and you might save less, but are you, I should say, on the same level that you were 2 years ago or last year? If the answer is you elevated in some way, whether it's a few $100s more, bravo. That is progress right there. So you should be really, really proud of yourself. I'm no better than you, child. I'm no damn better than you. Because I was at a level before, as I said before, that I was kind of broke. Okay? You're talking about a person that used to, well, I mean, I was living like a very comfortable life back home in the Caribbean. You came here thinking about the American dream, do things you don't want to do, and I was sleeping on the floor, child. You understand what I'm saying? There's no shame in the game. Oh yeah, I know there's a Christmas tree in the background, child. I didn't want you guys to see, but it is what it is. It is whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know. So, but did I stay at that level? Sometimes you come to America and you don't want to be at a certain, you know, place or whatever, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm no better than you, and you know, I hope you take something from this video to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna hate on her. I'm gonna appreciate her, you know, for sharing this with me, because I could have been on here like, you know, be like, oh, I had this, you know, but no. It's all about helping each other to progress, to grow. And I strongly believe in growth. So all those things, you have to think that, you know, happiness, it comes from within. You can have $20 in your pocket right now and happier than a person that has thousands right now. You could be even happier than me. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think that, you know, money and material things can make you happy, because I have a lot around me that I'm really thankful for, but it doesn't bring like a hallelujah moment. Like, you know, you're happy that, you know, you've been, you know, better. You know, you're happy that, you know, you're better than you were last year, the day before, a few weeks ago. That is progress. You have to make progress in your life. If you don't make progress, something is wrong. You have to analyze your life. If you're not making progress, you can't be the same day to day. Something is wrong. If you didn't listen to anything else in this video, there has to be progress in your life. Something has to change. You can't be the same 2 years ago. As you can't be, you know, where you were 2 years ago today. It's showing you that something is up. You have to prioritize. You have to self-evaluate. You have to do something. Something gotta give. Whether it's people are influencing you, sometimes you need to cut them off, because they always say, show me your company, tell me who you are. Sometimes you're around people, your family or friends, because it can be family sometimes, and they're stifling your growth, your progress, because guess what happens? Sometimes you have some family that you have to be taking care of. But what about yourself? You have to think about yourself. That doesn't mean that you're not going to give them anything, but probably the way you used to take care of them, whether you used to do it on a monthly basis, sometimes you got to tell yourself that, no, I can't do it this month. Or with a mom or cousin or sister, I love you, but I love me. So you have to probably try to get a job, or even if you don't get a job, if that person can't get a job or whatever, you have to let them know that, listen, I have to take care of me too. I have a future to build also. Something gotta give. Give them, but also take care of you. So if it's giving them every other month, then you gotta do what you gotta do to progress. Because some people, like, they see you only when you're up, but when you're down, nobody's there for you. And they always say money talk, bullshit walk. They always say that, you know. One of my boss, one of the time when I was like over there like sleeping on the floor, yeah, he always throw it in my face, money talk bullshit walk, money talk bullshit walk. I'm like, okay, I get your point, but like really, because he was like really rich. And yeah, he always say that. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna use this as a stepping stone. He's not alive now to see where I'm at right now. I wish it was, because I always say, you know what, you said this, you said that, but I'm going to show you something. But he didn't live to see where I'm at right now. But it's okay. I'm doing it for myself, and I'm happy that God blessed me. Money is not all. Remember, money is not all. Health and strength is everything, because you can have all the money, and if you don't have your health, it doesn't make any sense. So that's the most important thing. Health and strength for you to make the money, and make the money and just try to be content, live within your means, try to help people. I'm not talking about lazy people. I'm talking about people that you know that circumstances make them can't really provide for themselves the way they should, or probably children, you know, that they're the future, or people that are in need. For unfortunate people, those are the things I'm talking about. Not great people. Well, them say in Jamaica, greyback people, you know, say able-bodied, they can help themselves, but they choose not to. They choose to live a certain lifestyle and try to get yours. No, work. That's the word. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. But then again, as I said, over 34,000. So do the math. I don't know. You could be right if you guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'll talk to you guys later. This video is too long, but I hope you take something from this video. You know, I kind of went over some of the things that I did, but also remember to stay humble. All right. Mwah. Bye guys.